I am glad to finally meet you in person, guests from the Astral Express. I'm Fei Xiao, the General...
Let me introduce our guest to you. The one dressed in green.
He's the reincarnation of Imbibiter Lune, and the person behind him is the newest member of the crew. I've heard a lot about you. Outside the reports from the Law Fu, the Skyfaring Commission of the Yaoxing has also gathered plenty of information about both of you. I've been eager to meet you face to face for reasons. That's right. But don't worry, this isn't a trial. I just want to have a chat. According to General Jing Yuan's report, the Ruin Legion is to blame for the Ambrosial Arbor crisis, and all Arbiter... Over the years, the Destruction's minions have wreaked havoc on countless worlds, and the Alliance has been keeping an eye on them. But no one expected them to join hands. The damage caused by the Ambrosial Arbor crisis was far less severe than expected, which is good news for us. However, it was quite different from the Ruin Legion's usual style of destroying life wherever they go. While I trust the bravery of the Divine Foresight and the Nameless, I'm curious about some details missing from the report. Let me be clear, the questions I'll ask might not reflect my actual thoughts, so please don't take offense if any of my questions seem a bit harsh.
Please go ahead, General. But keep in mind, we can only answer based on what we know. And perhaps...
You have a clever tongue.
So Merlin's claw is quite articulate. Right now, her intentions are unknown, and Jingyuan...
Let's cut to the chase. Before the crisis struck, the Astral Express was guided... However, everyone in the cosmos knows of the Stellaron Hunter's reputation. So, why did you...
What's wrong with doing something good? Along the way, we've helped countless worlds. The Stellaron Hunters warned us that if we didn't hurry to the Xianzhou Luofu, half of its inhabitants would die.
Your good intentions are commendable, just like the Cloud Knight's determination to eliminate those abominations. Let's move on to the next question. The report suggests that Don Shu, the master of the Disciples of Sanctus Medicus... But here's the thing. Don Shu was just a chief alchemist. Even if she colluded with our enemies and some...
If the Luofu hadn't exiled Dan Heng, leaving the Vidyadhara with no leader, they wouldn't have fallen into chaos, and there wouldn't have been the opportunity to...
Imbibiter Lune was exiled due to his own crimes. Now, Dan Heng, as his reincarnation...
I was concerned about the safety of my companions, so I acted...
But he returned despite everything. Now, let's consider the outcome. The Arbor was resurrected, and according to the report, Lord Ravager Fantilia is... She disguised herself as an ambassador of the Skyfaring Commission and
Back then, we were working with Diviner Fu, and she also witnessed Fantilia's true form. You're not going to doubt one of your own people.
Of course not. We can trust the testimony of Master Diviner Fu Xuan. However, even if she saw it... Oh, it seems that your answers have... Generals, I am finished.
So, what do you think, General Fei Xiao?
The two Nameless have been honest in their answers, even though there are some tricky deep. However, the three questions I posed earlier. First, the Disciples of Sanctus Medicus grew uninterrupted on the law. Second, you believed in the Stellaron Hunter's prophecy and entrusted outsiders to solve the crime. Third, you insist on holding the war dance right after the Ambrosial Arbor crisis.
Merlin's claw. Is this your line of thinking?
From the moment I walked in, I made it clear that the questions I'd ask...
The Disciples of Sanctus Medicus were deeply rooted and had been. As for the Stellaron Hunter's prophecy, I didn't believe all of it. But in the end, the Lawfu did survive the And as for the war dance, do you think I'm unaware of the risks? However, risks can also be opportunities.
Just as I expect, unfortunately, ever since the report was submitted, the Alliance has been filled with rumor.
So what are your thoughts on...
As a fellow Arbiter General, Personally, I think all these rumors are meaningless drivel. Across the sea of stars, the divine foresight knows better than anyone else what happened on the Lawfu, and the meaning behind it. Just as what happened on the
You mean...
The scouts of the Verdant Knights have sent back reports that Borisin are making trouble again. The Borisin packs that were once divided and scattered have started...
An entity?
According to the report, this entity isn't actually a Borisin. It's a woman claiming to be the messenger of the Master of Immortality. That's right. You're lucky that I'm the one who came this time. If it were the Patina Justice or the Seer Strategy, I've always had faith in my instincts. So, I don't doubt your good intentions. But the Alliance has its fair...
What's in this plan?
General Jing Yuan, you already know what has to be done. But since you don't want to be the bad guy, I'll take care of it for you. And for that, I'll have to ask the two nameless... No, I'm not imprisoning you. While you're there, I'll ask a judge in the 10 Lords Commission's Interrogation Division to record a detailed test...
I'm okay with that.
Your willingness to help is truly heartwarming.
Then, as the...
Oh, there's one more thing. This testimony is for silencing the voice...
So...
Exactly. Hule is locked up in the Lawfu's shackling prison. Since he is the broodlord of the Borisin, I want to transfer him onto the Xianzhou Yaoqing and...
It makes sense to have the Foxians keep an eye on their arch-nemesis. Since you...
I was worried this would turn into a heated argument.
And as for Hule, I'll send my Lieutenant Zhao Chou and Moza to check on his condition in prison. Do you actually believe...
Yes, I do.
While words can be deceiving, your gaze, your breathing... I trust my intuition more than...
I'm really sorry about all this. But I'll call for a messenger to take you to the interrogation division.
As you wish, General.
As General Jing Yuan requested, everything is prepared for your arrival, and I am here to receive you. The judges at the Interrogation Division also know your purpose in coming.
The shackling prison.
Don Hung.
Don't worry about me.
If you're ready, I'll open the gate for you. This is one of many entrances used for temporary access. Since you're not actual prisoners, it makes sense.
What are you looking at?
The shackling prison on the Lawfu is completely different from the one on the Yaoqing.
Whether it's in the clouds or underwater, breaking...
Still thinking about your old jailbreak tricks, huh? Forget it.
You'll see me again in just a few days.
Taking Hule back to the Yaoqing means a lot to the Foxians on the ship, and to the General herself.
Guests, my name is Shuiyi, and I'm here on orders from the Incarceration Division of the Ten Lords Commission.
We're Jiao Cho and Moza. General Fei Xiao sent us to extradite the Borisin. We're here to inspect the conditions of his imprisonment and make preparations for the handover and transportation. I assume you...
Your visit request has been approved. I'll be your guide for this trip. Prisoner Hule, the warhead and brood lord of the Borisin abominations of abundance and the arch-nemesis of the Foxians. Due to his heinous acts, he has been imprisoned in the depths of the shackling prison and
No need to repeat his crimes and sentence, Your Honor. He is the greatest enemy of us.
When it comes to visiting criminals, there are rules in place to ensure. I know you've heard legends about Hule since you were children, but your knowledge about him is likely very limited. Only it has been centuries since Jing Liu, the former sword champion of the Luofu, captured Hule. And during all those years, we never provided him with any food. The Forest of Swords, forged by the Punishment Division, is a device of intense torment, used to execute sinful abominations. The complex rules are there because of his abnormal character.
I apologize for any offense caused.
I've given you the instructions regarding Hulei's visitation. And please, take this pellet.
No, I'm not taking random.
Then you won't be allowed to visit.
Just swallow it already. Hule is like all Borisin. He can... Thousands of years ago, we Foxians were enslaved by the Borisin. Not because we were naturally weaker. I knew you were a reasonable person. Now that we've... Your Honor.
What is it?
No. Never mind.
Here we are. Her Honor hasn't arrived yet.
Welcome, dear guests from the Express. Judge Hanya of the Interrogation Division. We've met before. Glad to meet you again. Please allow me to express my gratitude to you.
Looks like while March 7th and I were clueless, you...
Even though you and I have met before, we can't show any favoritism under the Ten Lords. So, please do... This is not a place for ordinary mortals.
Please lead the way.
Please let me activate the mechanism before we all move forward. Come on.
Freezing.
This place is filled with the cold air from the northern peak of the polar delve. Even the toughest long-life species would have a hard time enduring this. Did you hear something just now? Let me check it out. Ugh, what an eyesore. This place is packed with boxes and crates.
These crates.
A few days ago, the Spiritfarers received reports about an IPC transport ship. I had a feeling there would be trouble during the war dance. But throwing both the pirates and the cargo in jail? I heard the Intelligentsia Guild crafted something dangerous. We have many records in the I caught a glimpse of the mechs in those crates, and they bear— well, business first. Strange. I don't remember checking the containment facilities a second time.
Watch out!
Emergency! All wardens prepare for action!
Emergency! All wardens prepare for action!
What's happening here? Why are these things moving on their own? Something's wrong. The guards aren't responding. This thing is going wild, just like a Borison.
Looks like we're on our own for this one.
Time to say bye. Boom. That's better.
In lunar flame. Blade of moonlight.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Lance forward!
In lunar flame. Try harder.
Down to scratch!
Time to say bye. Boom. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Lance forward!
In lunar flame.
Now, stand still.
Blade of moonlight. Try harder. In lunar flame.
That's better.
Lance forward!
Relax. Time to say bye. Boom. But how is this even possible? The Spiritfarers follow the protocols.
It's just like what happened in the Artisanship Commission before. These goods went haywire. The Alchemy Commission members examined them and found these things showing up in the Shackling prison.
A prison break.
And whoever delivered these goods clearly wanted them to go through the Xianzhou's strict inspection process to show the sky.
If these things already started taking action while nobody was paying attention, then the whole prison is in trouble, I'm afraid. And to make things worse, Another group of visitors just entered the depths and the prisoner they came to visit might be the target whom these wolf-shaped mechs were delivered here for. If that vicious beast manages to break...
Here we are.
Have we arrived already, Your Honor? Shouldn't there be a cage here? Square formation.
The most notorious felons are locked away in the solitary delves, deep down in the prison. Those delves can't be opened without proper authorization. The blue bird paves the path, and the Stygian lanterns illuminate it. Help me light up these lanterns, and the way to the bottom of the shackling prison will reveal itself. I've given you the diagrams for lighting the lanterns. Please take a look. The path is open. Once we descend to the bottom of the prison, please do not do anything reckless.
Oh, this should be spent wisely.
Inside the delve, behind this door, is the greatest enemy of the Foxians. According to custom, envoys from the Yao Qing visit the Xianzhou La Fu, even though the Ten Lords Commission sentenced Hule to the Forest of Swords, suffering every day for the rest of his life. I understand that the Yao Qing messenger, unfortunately, for the past 7 centuries, they've had to return disappointed. Because this
If we can use his toxin to create medicine and save an innocent life, could you be the key to a cure for the General?
And once again, the envoys of the Yao Qing will leave disappointed. However, I won't say the same for me and my brothers.
Who's there?
I'm just a humble counselor of the Rhino Hound Pack. You can...
Wardens, intruders on the lowest level! Send reinforcements!
Nobody will hear you here. At the bottom of... Thank you for opening up the prison for us, Your Honor. We'll take it from here.
No wonder I kept smelling that familiar stench. So, it wasn't just my...
We mustn't let these abominations get any closer! Detestable things. There are too many of them.
Once we were inside the shadow, we found soldiers available to us everywhere.
Blade of moonlight.
That hurts. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Since you're already here, why not have a meal before the leave?
I suggest you surrender now. Of course, I'll still kill you all. But I promise it'll be swift.
Stand still.
Since you're already here, why not have a meal before the leave?
Time to say bye. Boom. That's better.
How presumptuous! Die now!
Leave if you can, Moza.
It's not time yet.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it. Relax. Time to say bye. Boom.
Blade of moonlight. Try harder.
Since you're already here, why not have a meal before the leave?
In lunar flame.
That's better. Just a little something. Think nothing of it. Relax. Time to say bye. Boom.
Guard the gate! They can't be allowed in!
Been a long time, boy. Welcome back.
How many times has the old verdant home spun around since our last hunt? Duran's whelp, tell me your name.
Oh, great Hule, nemesis of the Foxians, and the hunter of all beings. I'm Moktok, a humble counselor of the Rhino Hound Pack. I am only one insignificant heir spawned from your bloodline. It's been at least 7 centuries since you led our pack through the hunting grounds of the stars. I'm thrilled to see that you are as cunning and skillful as ever.
7 centuries. 7 centuries have passed. But why have Duran's whelps grown to look like this? Tell me, Moktok, why have you grown to resemble our most despicable slaves and enemies, the Foxians?
I've been commanded to release you from this cursed prison. It is Senjaya's will. That's why I had to take a magic pill.
Since you have an escape plan, tell me, what's our next move to get off of this ridiculously large ship?
My brothers and I will lock down this prison, trapping the prison guards inside. This will buy us some time. The rest of my crew, who are undercover like me, will secure the vessels for our escape. According to the plan, we only have a tight 2-hour window to get out of here. Originally, I intended to carry out the plan tomorrow, but they're planning to transfer you to the Xianzhou Yaoqing now. So I seized this opportunity to set you free.
What a reckless plan, you idiot! Even if we manage to get the ships, our chances of escaping are slimmer than the Foxians slipping through my claws!
No other choice. The angel serving under the Master of Immortality sent me with a message. Only your return will end the prolonged division. Every one of my crew is ready to lay...
A sneaky weakling like you is actually showing some reckless bravery with this plan. Fine. You'll get what you want. And all of Duran's whelps will too.
Well then, my lord. We should leave now.
Before we go... give me...
My lord, you seriously want to don the skin of a lowly beast? That would be a disgrace to your greatness, my lord.
You idiot. Greatness means nothing without freedom. Once I get out, I'll need a disguise that won't raise any suspicion.
As you wish, my lord.
Is that Foxian slave my meal?
No, he's an envoy from the Xianzhou Yaoqing. I plead you to endure him a bit, my lord, as he's more valuable as a hostage. Take him, guys! Time to move out!
Madam Hanya, the wardens in all areas are regrouping. Those Ingenium enemies are wandering around and causing heavy casualties. And to make things worse, those iron wolves broke open the cages and let the criminals out! We've called for backup, but it seems like all communication is jammed.
Let's preserve our strength and first take down the isolated prisoners. By decree of the 10 Lords, all prison breakers and intruders shall be apprehended, dead or alive.
Just a short time ago, the nether key mechanism was activated. It was probably Madame Shui and the Yaoqing messengers, heading to the bottom of the prison. Given the situation, I'm afraid that area is exactly where our enemies are targeting.
We mustn't let that vile beast escape from its—
We've gathered all the prison guards who can still fight, and we'll split up and secure it.
Go!
Those intruders are quite bold. They must have been planning this for quite a while.
Indeed, but Borisin tend to favor direct and aggressive approaches. Crafting careful and precise plans like this is simply not their style. Let's focus on the current situation right now. Please help me.
What's the fastest way to the bottom of this prison, Miss Hanya? If we don't get there quickly, we'll soon be outnumbered by all the enemies inside.
We'll have to bend the rules. Please, follow me.